Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, September 17th, and it is Logan's birthday. Happy birthday, Logan. We can't wait to sing happy birthday to you at our Google Meet today. Remember, we do have Google Meets. Remember, if your last name starts with the letter A through the letter K, you are at 1 p.m. If your last name is L through Z, you are at 2 p.m. today. Now, we do also have Google Meets tomorrow. Tomorrow's Google Meets are one-on-one. You have an assigned time. If you haven't noticed, your time is in the Rainbow Planner. So if you open up the Rainbow Planner and go to Friday, the times are listed right there for everyone. So when it's your turn, when your time comes, you're just going to hop into that Google Meet. Just click that link and come into that Google Meet. If somebody else hasn't left yet, I'll wrap up with them. You can just wait and then they will move on. So each Google Meet will last for about 10 minutes. So hopefully you've been practicing your fluency paragraph every single night and you're ready to go for Friday. So I'm looking forward to hearing you read. I'll share my screen with you, or if you're able to print the paragraph off. If you're not able to print it off, that's totally okay. I'll just share my screen and you'll be able to read it off of my screen. Okay, so that's for Friday. Well, let's get back to our calendar now. So for our calendar, today is the 17th. I've already put the 17 in there. I'm going to drag up this happy birthday symbol for Logan since it's his birthday. Good. Yesterday was Wednesday. Today is Thursday, and today, since it is Right to Read Week, we are doing some different things. So this week, or today, is Crazy Hair Day. So if you are wearing your craziest hair, perfect, or if you forgot and you still want to do it, by all means, go put some mousse or gel in your hair and show up to our Google Meet with your craziest hair. That'd be fun to see. And we're going to put the 17 in here. And it is 2020. Tomorrow will be Friday. And the weather, the temperature outside is 52 degrees, a little bit warmer than yesterday. I believe yesterday was 46, so it's actually just a wee bit warmer. And our weather outside is foggy. Again, I don't have the fog icon, so I'm just going to use cloudy, like we talked about before, that fog is actually a type of cloud. Let's go over here to our weather graph. Now on our weather graph, you can see which one's winning. What do we have the most of so far? If you said partly cloudy, you're right. Yes, we've had a lot of partly cloudy. Well, we're going to add another one over here to the cloudy. And we'll see as the month of September winds on, which one ends up winning. Is there one you see on the graph that you think maybe won't have any votes for? You said snowy. That's probably correct, but not impossible. We have had snow or a little bit of snowflakes in September, but it's rather unlikely when we talk about probability. That's a fairly unlikely thing to happen. Let's move on to our money. Today for our money, we're going to make 31 cents. So think about that for just a minute. Picture it in your head. How would you make 31 cents? Let's go ahead and write it. So starting over here, we don't have any dollars and 31 cents, so we'll put a 0 in the dollar section. Then 31 in the cents. Then if we were just going to write it using our cent sign, we would just write 31. Now, going down to the coins, think about which coins should we use? And I'm always thinking, what's the fastest way to do that? And the fastest way is always going to be to use the biggest coin possible. So the biggest coin possible to make 31 cents would be a quarter, right? So I'm going to take one of my quarters after I move my dimes off. Silly little dimes are still over there. Let's see, I'll move my quarter over. And what else should I add? Should I add one of those dimes to it? So I was at 25 cents. If I add 10 more, I'd be at 35 cents. Is that too big? Yes, that is too big. So I cannot use a dime. What should I use then? What's smaller than a dime? If you said a nickel, you're right. So I could use a nickel because a nickel's only worth 5. So I'll go over here and grab a nickel. So I'll bring a nickel over, which means I have 25 plus 5. 25 plus 5 would put me at 30. That's easy by counting by fives, right? If I'm at 25, I count by fives. The next 5 is 30. So I'm almost there. What do I need next? A penny. So a penny is going to round it out to 31. So that's how we're going to make 31 cents. There's all different ways to make 31 cents. And if you can think of one, please go ahead and put it there. Yesterday, I had a lot of people with good ideas. Go ahead and share your good ideas as well. All right. A few other things I want to just touch on. I'm going to share with you also how do they make it video on coins. So that'll also be linked underneath my morning message video. So if you want to see how they make coins, go ahead and check out that video. I think it's a fun video about making coins. We talked a little bit about coins last week at our Google Meet. Also, if you haven't been using Clever, I just want to remind you to go ahead and use Clever, the C up at the top, because next week we're going to start doing extra math. And when we do extra math, the easiest way for you to get in is to get in through Clever. If you don't have that C at the top, remember you have to go up here to this puzzle piece then, click on that, find Clever, and then you just pin it, which would allow it to be here and these icons across the top. And then you would follow the directions that I put on my Google Classroom. So I have directions out there from mom and dad about Clever on Google Classroom. They would go to the classwork tab at the top. Then once they go to the classwork, they would go down to the section that says for parents. And then under that for parents, there's directions on Clever. So if they click on that, they can open up a document that explains how to use Clever and it'll help you get started. That has a lot more activities too. There's a lot of things you can get on in Clever. So you can get on Freckle from Clever. You can get into Studies Weekly from Clever, Scholastic News. There's a new one I just added called eSpark. There's a bunch of them out there. And like I said, next week we will be using extra math just about every day just to practice our math facts. So make sure you've added Clever. If you have any questions about that or you're having trouble, by all means, make sure you contact me. All right, friends, I can't wait to see you later today for our Google Meet. Bye for now.